Hello. I'm for real streaming right now. What's up? Did you do that timeout only sub goal? I haven't done it yet actually. I have not done it, but it's next on my list though. Like after the viewer battles, I tried signing up on mobile, but yeah, I don't know. Signing up on mobile is whack. Literally didn't let me. Okay, complete. And we're good. Thank you, Attaboy Tom. You too. Did I send the codes? Not yet. Next is the 500 sub goal to time everyone out in Battle of BC. Funny. Buenos días, Andrés. ¿Puede venir a SoCal pronto? Our coin box is on Wednesday, yes. So tomorrow. Start DJ Mobile? Yeah, it starts. What the fuck? Yo, what is Sonix 20 hit combo in training mode? Wait. This shit glitched. Bruh. My chat glitched. Soon. I hope. Grab, pummel. The 20 hit combo. The spin charge, homing attack, up air, back air, up air, back air. Show mods. What you see is what you get. It's the only mod I have. Aside from the training mode mod.
Step into the ring. Choose your fighter. Sonix.
Bro. What the fuck are you talking about, Mike? Stop being weird, bro. Get more like the Dark Sonic. I saw a Dark Sonic one, but I don't know. It looked like weird. Maybe that's just me. Let me see. Sup, Shandor? Angie would rock your jaw. She would. I have 3,000 hours on Smash and I've never played Sonic. Damn, you're fake. Simple. Yeah, you did. It was risky as hell, honestly. I gotta stop doing that. Yeah. Hell no. Wait, what the fuck? That was his last stock? Forgot. I'm good, Pit 3, how are you? What's up, Gale? We'll have to watch the VOD later. Damn, that sucks, man. Peace. Have a good one. That's a good Falcon? Yeah, this is Gatsby. Have we played at a major? Yes, we have. We played at Genesis. Okay. Ooh. Damn. It's crazy. That's crazy. Should be dead. Yep. It would have been cool if you went to Japan. So, you know what's crazy? I could have gone. But also I couldn't have. Because, yeah, he was gonna wait for another dodge. What's it called? I kind of saw it coming too. But yeah, I had a few people come up to me and DM me and ask me like, hey, like, do you need any help? Like, I can donate, whatever. And that being said, it was a little too late because, actually, yeah, it was a little too late because like Kagaribi had already closed registration, I'm pretty sure. What's it called? What else? Registration had been closed. On top of that, I'm already going to Canada. So, because I'm going to Canada, and I have to... Man. I probably could have lived if I homing attack. But yeah, because I was gonna go to Canada, or I'm gonna go to Canada. They're gonna like need my passport for, you know, getting things done. I saw it too. He just holds forward now. Yep. So yeah, like I couldn't have possibly gone above. Oh man. Are you serious? Are you? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Oh, we ain't dead. Damn. Homing attack sucks. Is it the same time zone as Florida? Man, I don't know. I've never been there. It's not even because traveling is tiring. Because yeah, like while it is, it's I'm not gonna have my passport available. So yeah, like again, it's either one or the other.
3, 2, 1, go!
Whoa. literally parried that, but dude, this guy would be so much better if he just didn't hold forward all the time. Like, what is this? Look, I'm in the corner, he's gonna attack me. One way or another. Roll. Every time I'm in the corner, he attacks me. Not gonna hit. So I can literally just bait him into coming at me by just going to the corner. Down B. See what I mean? So why? When Falcon mains realize they can just bait and punish it's over. Not for real, bro. Like they don't they don't have to just keep running into you. Also, what's up, Pelly? Oh shit. Look. If you're listening to your stream, tell them to stop holding forward. Okay. Yeah, I got way too greedy. Jump. I'll take that. I missed. Yeah, like, see, like, he just always attacks the corner. Or just, yeah, like, even if I'm not there, he's gonna attack the corner. Nope. Stop, man. Okay, then. I played a Falcon last week and never shielded and just ran spin charge over and over. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he is pretty good, but like, I'm just saying he could be better. I don't know how Sean does it. Sean does it because he's like one of, if not the only Falcon who doesn't actually just hold forward all the time. I think Sean's the best Falcon. Like, better than Fatality. I play both of them. But yeah, like I think that's what separates Sean from every other Falcon. Like he knows. Like in order to be good at this game, you need to be able to play every mode. Like you need to be able to play campy, you need to be able to play aggressive. If you can only play one mode, you're gonna suffer. Like you're gonna have a bad time. That was a misinput. Probably can homing attack that. It's too slow. I don't think I got 2 frames on it. Ah, I should have forwarded there. Very good. Mkilla does a good amount of camping. Mkilla's a camper, bro. Leo camps harder than I do. Hard even camp. Like for real. Nope. Nope. Down B. Like watch this, I'm in the corner. I'm gonna attack. Yeah. No. That was bad, yeah. You just woke up? Say no. Dude, that's so annoying. You can't just grab that. Nope. Jump? Yeah. I keep forgetting you can't just grab that. Why like forward tilt it or something? Diamond, thank you for the raid. Stop. I'm purposely going into the corner to see if he's like not gonna attack me. He attacks me every time. I need to stop doing that too. Yeah. Stop, man. Please. Please. Cola is a master. My next tourney is Battle of BC. Or some other tournament early May. But maybe. We'll see. I'm not a camper at all, but we have to camp with Aegis. I mean, Silver, Captain, Ultimate, aren't you a Sonic main? If you're not camping with Sonic, you're losing too. So... Bro got put on the naughty list. Yeah, I'm going to Battle of BC. Why? Are you? You're not? Oh. The way you asked, it made it seem like you were. Okay, I gotta stop going for that shit if they're not BIing it. Okay. Yeah. You went last year? Oh yeah, huh? Oh no, it's unfortunate. Crazy how no one talks about Spargo anymore. Who's no one? I mean, okay. Oh my god. Okay, I should have held it. Jump? Yeah. What? Forgot about that. I've been playing way too much melee, man. Kid named no one. You made a Leo a shirt. You gotta make me one too. Go for it. If you play against Light again, do you think you can win now? I definitely think I can win now. For sure. I've improved a lot. I think that was the last game. Oh no, he won one, huh? It's 4-1. But yeah, I think I can definitely win now. Who do I main in melee? I main Falcon. So like, yeah, that's why. Some of these things are throwing me off because I'm like, wait, Falcon can do that? Low key, playing a different Smash game is like unhealthy as fuck. Because I should have died for that. Oh, he's doing that. Let's DI that shit. Turn around, spin charge. Spin shot. Toss him back off stage. Yep. Who's the best melee Falcon right now? I mean, Wizrobe. Obviously. Well, that trapping needs work. Like, I need to practice it again. Okay, he's baiting now at least. Oh, you're dead. Damn, I messed it up. Yeah. Practicing melee helps me like with like mixed stuff. Yeah, no, it's bad because it's like I was playing PM the other day. I was playing PM Sonic, and I just kept trying to do ultimate. Sorry about that. Ultimate stuff. And then when I went back to ultimate, I was trying to do melee stuff. I mean, not melee. Project M stuff. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good. Okay. Spin shot. Turn around, spin charge. My beloved. GG's. Melee Sonic though? I've actually never played Melee Sonic. I don't want to either. GG's. I think that was it. GG's. I'm down to play more though. I'm down to play a bit more. If you are. What do you think of the people who... of the cringy people calling Sonic badly designed? I think they're cringe, like you said. I think they're cringe because that is just incorrect. I think Sonic is a case where, because of his like negative stigma that exists both within the game and outside of the game, I think that people are never gonna be pleased with his design. Like he's just gonna be 50-50. Like either people love him to death or people hate him to death. Nice. Oh, he almost caught the back dash. That was a good attempt. He's still attacking me in the corner though. Yeah. That was good. Oh, I got footstooled. Yeah, like people didn't complain about Sonic until I started winning, and it's like, I don't know, man. I think it's insane because people did not believe this character was good, and then I started doing good because I like learned a lot about my character and became a character specialist, and now the character is suddenly top 1. Like, what? That's like saying Peach is top 1 because Mute does good. What's up, extra largest? Long time no see, indeed. Man, he lived that? To be fair, DDD has been saying it for a hot minute. Oh, DD. Sonic was broken. I mean, because he was playing me though. Fox is top 5. Okay, Fox is top 5 though. Any character, listen. Any character that can what's the I mean he's literally just Sonic with a projectile. And with a good burst range. I mean Sonic's burst range is good, but you know what I mean? Like it's more unreactable than Sonic's. And on top of that, he gets a lot out of it. Like dash attack is better than fucking spins. Nair's also really good. His fall speed is good. Fox is broken as fuck. I'm tired of y'all downplaying that motherfucker. Fox is broken, man. Oh no. Yeah. It's a frame trap. Fox can also press buttons. Exactly, he's literally just better Sonic, man. Imagine if Sonic could just press buttons. That's Fox. Yeah. Oh no. Oh. No. Yep. He grabbed my jab. Oh man. Yeah, SDJ cameo. I don't know why, but that always works. Like that just works against everybody. How do you get upper combos to collect them around? I mean, it works on Falcon, that's why. That killed at like 50? That killed ridiculously early. You can never get that angle. It's a matter of like, how do you turn out spin charge so fast? I practice it doing fast. I don't know. Like I can't really explain. Damn. Okay. I should have thrown him off stage. Hey, Saren Sven. Saren, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Dead? Yeah. That's like my favorite combo, or one of my favorite combos. Yes, it's true. Attack me. Yep. Hey. Oh. Gotta wait for the second hit. Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was good. Nope. Back here. Stop DIing out. It's probably still dead there, but DIing out just makes it so much easier. No. That's a better dodge. Please. Okay. Dude. Okay, I gotta stop overextending like this. Missed. Yep. Excuse me? He was dead too. Damn. I gotta start doing more of that though. No. Okay, he's playing it a lot better now. I'm dead. Psych. Okay, he's getting crazy though. Yep. Of course. No, that was an up air. Stop. I'm not gonna run into that shit. Okay. Alright, Sonic, yeah. Of course. Need to start walking there. There you go. GG's.
Gotta try harder.
Coinbox has better. What? Has been getting more anxious because of the Steve ban. That's crazy. GG's. Thank you too. What's up, Frog? Do you mean has been? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he meant has been. What's up, Robo? Robel. Now we wait. GG's, GG's. Yeah, he was getting it towards the end. Like he was not attacking me in the corner. He was holding center more, which is good. Do you wanna play a bit? Yeah, we can play for a little bit. How full is your metafile at the moment? It's not that full. Although, I have yet to hand out the codes. Oh, Playmaker, I know you asked earlier. About the code. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was completely disheartened after seeing. I don't even know why I did that, because I knew like it was not gonna be enough for me to win the Battle BC stuff, but I was like, fuck it, whatever. But like, nonetheless, I am a man of my word, and I will give you guys the codes. I have to do like 20 lessons, man. But yeah, it's not that full. Like, it's pretty flexible right now, so. What the? Attack me. Attack me. Thank you. Dude, my ledge trapping's been so bad. Too slow. We're thinking of booking soon. Let's go. They was voting for who would do best, who still had the most. The thing is, and like, I explained this in one of my tweets. This ain't no voting system. Like, that's not voting. That's literally just... I don't know what it's like. It's some sort of donating. It's some sort of pay to win. But it's not voting. Because last time I checked, you don't have to pay to vote. Like, when you vote for president or whatever, you don't pay. Like, voting is always free. You're supposed to have, like, you know, a right to vote. So calling it voting is already misleading as hell. But nonetheless, yeah, the system just sucks because, yeah, like you said, it doesn't really favor who's skilled, who's better, whatever the fuck. It's what the hell? It's literally just whoever spends the most money, and it doesn't matter. Like, as long as you get in the compendium or in the ballot or in the, as long as you get put on the list of like nominees, if you have money yourself, if you have a friend that has money, then you have to pay for your ID. Okay, but you know what I meant, man. Regardless, anyway, you literally just pay for, like, if you have, let's say, even if you're not good, as long as you're in the list of nominees and you have money or you have friends that have money, you can get in. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter your popularity. It doesn't matter. Like, there's this misconception people have where they think, oh, you're not as popular, or you have haters, whatever the fuck. But historically speaking, if you look back at the people that like have gotten nominated before, there's been a shit ton of people that aren't really popular, nor are they ranked among the best, but they still get in. Why? Because they have supporters with money. Like, it's not even having loyal supporters or supporters with, or a broad amount of supporters. It's about having supporters with money. That's it. Like, if you have, for example, let's say a rich kid gets in, they can just be like, hey, yo, dad, can I have your credit card? Boom. They buy 10,000 votes. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Like, that's it. They're in. And that's what I was explaining with my tweet. Like, as long as you have money, or you have somebody that has a shit ton of money, you can just get in. And that's the thing. And that's why it sucks. Like, I think the better approach to this would be to make a that was good. A regular voting system, right? And like free. And a regular voting system, and like damn, that missed. But yeah, have a regular voting system, and then once the players have been voted in, then you can be like, okay, so this player got voted in, we're gonna need this much to cover this player's expenses or whatever, and then you can add a compendium for money. And then if you don't reach that amount, I mean, you will reach it though, because it's like you selected him. Like, people will vote. Even the people that weren't initially voting for him, they're gonna vote regardless. Especially if it's a crew battle. Like, especially if it's a crew battle and it's like a continental thing, you know? Continental rivalry. Like, they're gonna vote because they want their continent to win. And it's like, this player already got chosen, so why would I like gatekeep? Is live gonna be a battle BC? I'm not sure. I hope so. He dodged me at collision. He can't keep dodging me forever. was gonna suicide spike. Good luck about LBC, thank you. Are you going? Paid votes are okay in theory, but they should be valued less than free votes. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about paid votes being okay. It's just, it makes it so that anybody can get in, man. And it's like, technically, like, yeah, people are voting, but it's through money. Like, it's not real voting. Yeah, I should have double jumped that. That was good. Damn, that's still comboed? Smash Con probably the next one? Yeah, it's a money grab. It's a money grab, that's the thing. So yeah, like, it's I just think it's silly. That's the word, it's just silly. And I get it, you're trying to profit, you're trying to make money. That's a really good and easy way to make money. But there's other ways to go around it. Like 2GG, I think was one of, if not the most successful event organization for a while when they were like still active, and they never really did it like that. It was like compendiums and stuff. I miss 2GG. Yeah, same. Damn, downer would have worked there. Yeah, that was good spacing. Good air dodge. But yeah, like 2GG. Yeah, like I understand why it's a thing, but there's just different ways to go about it, man. Like, I'm telling you, 2GG, I don't really know much, but from what I've heard, they were solid, you know, like they were solid. I don't think they ever really complained like, oh man, you know, we're not really getting any profit off of this. Like they always seemed solid, right? At least from what, you know, they let people know. But they never really like did any of this. They did compendiums. They had really good merch, which I think helped. Like you didn't need an incentive to buy their merch because it was just that good. So that also helped. Their logo was also sick as fuck. But yeah, that and the way they operated, I don't know why, but it was just good, man. Do you agree with Esan putting Homie Tech in top 10 neutral Ds? No. I mean, like, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's top 10 though. But either way, like, obviously, I don't think any organization, at least most, like Battle BC at least, like we're talking about them, I don't think they have any ill intent with this. And it just sucks. That's the way it is. Like, that's the I guess the main profitable way at the moment. Cause I mean, yeah, like I get it. In order to put up such a great event, you also need to spend a shit ton of money. What? Move gets you killed for missing a guaranteed target, like, thanks. Yeah. Your jump didn't happen? Yeah, I was like, that's weird. I figured you didn't want to do that. That sucks. Let me see if I can fix. Why is the alert box not showing?
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, I think my focus during these practice sessions is gonna be ledge trapping and just keeping people at ledge. There we go. Oh wow. There you go. You can do worse than homing attack. But any character with worse recovery than Sonic style will be fine using it. Damn, that's true. I mean, Sonic's, like, in a nutshell, homing attack is good, yeah, but it just has its moments, you know. Yeah. Yeah, it's not consistent, that's the thing. Oh. Maybe. Oh, okay. I'm so glad Fox can edge guard you. Imagine. Oh, okay. Try to grab that. Oh. Had the right idea. Man. I'm dead. Gotta stop challenging that. Just forward tilt. I have the cast which just die from a mix homing attack. Yeah. No. Yeah. Did I save him? I gotta stop shielding for no reason. Oh man. What are we doing? Like that was bad DI.
Piece of cake.
I'm like, homing attack, it's okay. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. Like homing attack is good, but I don't know, man. It's good for Sonic. It's a good move in Sonic's kit. It's not necessarily a good move though. I should make a Sonic move tier list. That's a good idea. Man. There you go. Forward air? What are you doing? Literally forward air that. You're dead. The best neutral be in the game. Steve. Mining. No, I'm dead. Cancel. Wait, let me do the tech. Okay, so I figured something out with the tech, right? So it's this. What's this? What's this? Hey, you guys see that? You see that? Tell me that wasn't sick as fuck. It's like an aerial spin cancel. Okay, just stop. You can do it in the air. Yeah. Exactly. That's why it's so good. See? You guys were calling cap and shit. Like, bro, you can just do this. And then it, like, Sonic shrinks when he does that, by the way. I can just do this. Like, when I think people are gonna attack me directly, I can just let it rip. Okay, I should have just forward smashed that, but I got too greedy. I wanted to spike. See what I mean? Like when people get too greedy, just hit him. Oh shit. Who's the fox? Gale. I was a little too early on that paper grab. Shit. The fox. Vortex. No. Yeah. Getting pressured is... Nope. Okay. I wonder if that's why people miss you by an inch. Yeah. Not even spin dash? I mean... Spin dash, if anything, I'm pretty sure it makes your shit, like... actually bigger. It's spin dash. Spin charge. Bruh. Excuse me? Okay, you're dead.
Try harder.
Do I do pivot F tilt on shield to do cross ups? Sometimes, but like very unintentionally. Like I don't do it. Like I know some people do it like they'll do it immediately. Like they'll do run up F tilt. But nah, I swear if Sonic keeps pushing characters meta like that, so Mason discover some technique like end lag canceling. Okay, I'm already working on that. I should have grabbed there. That was a good tech. I was expecting neutral tech. Nah, this ain't melee. Is it fair to ban Steve through tournaments? You can cancel and lag and up B. Yeah, and ironically you can. I was preemptively SDIing the hell out of that. That was not fully charged spin. Yeah. Really? I thought Upper would beat that. Maybe Nair does? I don't want to find out. Okay. I fell right into the trap too. Shit, that's that one thing. Alright. Okay. I wanted to go for something cool. No. Now you're dead. What is the best cereal? Crave. Even though I don't eat it anymore, but Crave is the best cereal. Yeah, if you crouch when you land, yeah, just smash down. My favorite Sonic song? Have I been working on some IDJ combos? Not really. Crave with a K from Kellogg's. I'm a little happy I was able to do the one thing. What's that? Cinnamon toast is good. It's definitely up there. Not my favorite though. I don't even eat cereal anymore. Hola Sonix, ¿qué tal, Drani? Never seen that shit in my life. Bruh, you're missing out. You're missing out for real. Okay, I should have grabbed that down there. Next YouTube video. It's not gonna be this if that's what you're wondering. Next YouTube video is actually gonna be uploaded today. Ledge slip there. That was what? Nice. You just stop jumping from the corner all the time. Okay. I literally mashed grab, bro. What? Back air? No. Yeah, that was good. My favorite kind of smash tags are the ones which tell you that someone has been playing one character for 8 years. So like, my tag. I ironically want to see Sonic vs. Olimar. Like the prescriber in the Olimar play. My bad for the wall of text, but I know how much you want to give away in. Because I saw on Twitter and people like HBox even try to help out, but even then it still didn't happen. Are you talking about what? Summit or what? This is my first time here. Got any tips for Sonic players trying to advance their game? Learn how to move without shield. Learn how to play without spin dash. Like practice up air combos, practice up throw combos, practice spin dash movement, spin charge movement. Oh, Summit, yeah. The spin charge didn't come out. Let me just stop shielding in the corner. Rare auto shield good? It's okay. It's decent against Fox. See if this works? No. No, I'm living. Yeah. I'm living. Oh man. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. I was trying to catch that dash back. Nope. Let's see if this works. Okay. Double jump? Yep. Movement is so clean, thanks man.
Gotta try harder.
I'm working on it. I heard there's a low latency mod. Low latency mod? I've never heard of it, nope. No latency mod? I've never heard of it.
Ready?
Is that new? It's really interesting to learn which situations are not worth it. There's a few. There's a few. That was true. If it worked, it worked. I think at worst there, I would have traded. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, that was terrible DI. I air dodged. I really did. Smashing homing attack. Hey! See! Tabbing! Boy. No. Bruh. I ordered something, so I need to go get it. But I'm stuck in this. First ever recorded Fox SD. Now there's quite a few. Oh shit. Up smash. Just wanna end it. I can go check. I can go pay. Okay, I gotta go. Be right back. Be quick. Cowboy.
Let's go.
I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Okay. Sonic game tier list win. I can do that. What's up, Bayonetta?
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh man. That completely invalidated the spring. Down throw. Yeah. Damn, that completely missed. Okay. What food did you get? It wasn't even food, it was just a supplement. That I ordered. That's guaranteed. It was a hard read. Creatine? Nah, not a protein supplement. It's got magnesium. Yeah, anytime Fox players do that, I was in the back here. I have yet to like register that in my brain though. Really just start shielding rather than having a parry. Oh man. Unfortunate, just need a magnet. Oh yeah. You're right.
Piece of cake.
Figured it was worth a try. Yeah. I mean, you were probably dead anyway. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle S tier, Sonic Heroes A tier, everything else B tier. Well, I don't know about everything else B tier, but SA2 and S tier is base. Project 06 S tier, even though it's not a real game. Sonic 06 S tier. Dead. Am I going to any bracket today? Nah. Only Wi-Fi tournament I really enter is either Coinbox or Wi-Fi tournaments that invite me for their stuff with like decently big prize pools, but I don't really enter Wi-Fi like that anymore. Check sound effects. I already know. Should have back air there. I can never tech that, I don't know why. That was true. Yeah, you know the back is coming. Not dead. I personally think 06 was meant to be a humongous change in terms of storytelling and character development, but was unfortunately known for its other reasons. Yeah. Rushing the game just really hurt the development. Coinbox is tomorrow, yeah. Not today. Wow. I wish he landed on the spring. I want to get like a cool spring shenanigan. What's the coolest offline event I've been to? Huh. That's a good question. Coolest offline event I've been to? Trying to think. Smash Ball Tour was really cool. Oh, that was perfect. I don't need a double jump there. I can just start hop. That's good.
Gotta try harder.
Let me see. Let me think. Smash Ball Tour was cool. Genesis was also really cool. What's another? Smash Factor was pretty cool too. Do you think I'm not being stubborn enough in this advantage? What do you mean? I think you are being stubborn in this advantage. Unless, like, what exactly do you mean? But, damn, let me think. Smash Factor was cool. Momocon was pretty... I don't know, man. There's a bunch of, like... I think Genesis for sure. Actually, no, like, Smash World Tour obviously takes the cake. Like, the venue was really cool. The scenery was cool. The stage. Also, Blink Respawn here in the R is pretty cool. It feels like I stay patient when forced off stage and it helps. But I see openings where had I played my option faster it would have worked. Oh, okay, yeah, I think so. I think I see what you're talking about. Yeah, definitely. Level Up Expo is pretty cool too. Level Up was pretty cool. Yeah, you're right. I like Level Up. Oh, Ludwig Invitational, I forgot about that. That one was pretty cool too. That one was pretty cool. Also, yeah, like, there's a lot of cool events. Is it just another layer of mix-up I gotta be aware of? Yeah, like, if you see me thinking too much, or if you think I'm gonna think and way too much, then you can definitely just go for it. And then on the opposite side, if you see me going too fast, then you can just wait. Am I going to CEO? Probably. I don't know. Like, I'm not confirmed. I would like to, but it would also heavily depend on who goes. Who else goes. That one big smash event. Oh, Delfino Massa, yeah. Have I ever played against Big D? Nope. Never. I have a feeling you're gonna seed me into him. I battle BC though. Gotta continue the streak. Yeah, it'd be nice. But we have to see who else is going. Like if it's stacked, then yeah. But otherwise, I don't think so. Especially since the expenses are pretty big considering it's Florida. I need to start shielding that. Okay. Yo, chat, if I don't shield it next time, yell at me. Let me know. I need to, like, shield that, because it's a free kill if I do. I keep trying to time an attack on it. I'm gonna try to run spin dash. Okay. Sonic's back air is so crazy. Like in her box shift, so crazy. Yeah. I had the right idea though. Really? What do you think about Bowser Jr. top level? If someone gets close to measuring its movement? I don't know, like... I think Bowser Jr. is a very gimmicky character, like... Most of his tools are just gimmicks. And by gimmicks, I mean they only work if their opponent doesn't know the matchup. But if the opponent knows the matchup and knows how to beat those gimmicks... Like, the thing that makes a good character is the fact that if... Oh, that was a downer. If you beat their main game plan, like if you counter their main game plan, the secondary game plan is still really good. Like, for example, Sonic. If you beat Sonic just using spin dash a lot, then his normal game plan is pretty good because he has good movement. I don't think Junior has good movement. I think movement is like really important and underlooked in this game. Like, he has movement mix-ups, but he doesn't have good raw movement, which you need. And also, like, yeah, he just doesn't really have a good alternative game plan. Like, the toy is a gimmick. Like, if you know how to catch it and use it to your advantage, kind of like Gyro, but it's like way worse Gyro, then you're fine. Clown Cart, what the hell? Clown Cart has some mix-ups, but at the end of the day, they're only, like, they're very percentage dependent, and they only work up until a certain amount. Like, a lower percent, it's gonna combo, so you know you're not gonna go for like the raw cart that just hits them and rolls around. But now, a higher percent card is not necessarily gonna combo, so you're gonna go for the raw card, so you just avoid that. Like, if you see card coming, just know it's gonna be that shit, and you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? But it's like other characters, like Sonic, for example. If you think, oh, I'm just gonna block spin dash, then you get hit by Nair into back air, and you're still dead. So it's like those little things. And I don't think Junior really has that. Could he be a little better? Sure. But could he be like a major winner? I don't think so. Especially not in this meta. Yeah, but like I said, like there's no reason for me to be scared of card if I know it's not gonna combo anymore. Like if it's not gonna combo anymore, I should be wary of it because yeah, like it can kill, but it's not like it's unreactable. It's very reactable, and it just doesn't have that like RPS potential that other characters have. And I know Junior has some other setups, but again they're all gimmicky. Like I know up B shit is gimmicky. Like there's ways to counter that. And if you learn how to counter it, Junior's dead because up B has a lot of lag. I just don't think that the character's good. Like there's a reason Tweak has never touched that character, even though he loves that character. Oh, I tried to down air that. Oh, Sonic PT matchup? I think Sonic wins. Like, it's not a wash. But yeah, like, I think the character's kind of like, it's kind of like Icy's, but worse. In the sense of you're gonna rely on matchup inexperience or matchup lack of practice. But if you stumble against somebody who knows how the character works and plays a better character than you with that, I don't think there's a chance that Bowser Jr. wins in any universe. You're gonna have to prove me wrong. I mean, you can go ahead, but at the same time, I probably will look at that and see, oh, people are playing this incorrectly. People are not doing this, or I could have done this. I could have done that. In the cases we've played, at least. So like, I don't know. I think the character, like, he's not horrible, but I don't think he's that good. And the thing about back characters is they promote, because you gotta rely on matchup checks. They promote non-fundamental play, and mid-tier-ish, maybe. But yeah, because they promote non-fundamental play, again, like if you play against somebody that knows the matchup, you're gonna go for like crazy ass shit, crazy gimmicks, things that make absolutely no sense fundamental wise, and then you're gonna like, you're just gonna lose really badly. You haven't lost to Junior after learning the matchup. Yeah, like Junior is just, he's gimmicky as fuck. Like if for sure he can look good, but that's pretty much any character in the game. Like any character in the game can look good against the right people and under the right circumstances. Like I've seen Pelly make DDD look good, and then people learned the matchup, and then he dropped DDD because he realized that he was not good. He was just matchup checking people. And that's the thing about these bad characters. Like you're gonna win. If you're a character specialist with a bad character, you're gonna win as long as your opponent does not know the matchup. But once they do, it's curtains. Damn. Homing attack maybe. Can we all agree? Is there any character that you think people think are really good but are actually super gimmicky? Oh man. Ices. I think Ices aren't that good. Like sure, they have some stuff, but again, so does every character in the game. What you gotta look at is, okay, if they don't get this stuff, what are they gonna get? Or how do I avoid it? Can I avoid this stuff? If the answer is yes, then you gotta ask yourself, how can they counter this? If the counter is not that strong, or if the counter is not that strong, or it's very risky, then yeah, like the character is gimmicky. So I think Icy is one of those. Also Incineroar for sure. I didn't think people were serious about Incineroar though. But if they are, then yeah, like people are fucking crazy. Incineroar sucks. Like Incineroar is unironically one of the worst characters in the game. The reason why he works is because people suck. Let me rephrase that. People don't play to their win conditions enough, and they try to force their own game plan into their opponents way too much. And then when it doesn't work, they're like, "Ah, oh, this character's good." Like they would rather think about people in this game. They're too quick to blame, to say shit like, "Oh man, this character's just too strong. This character's too good," before looking at their own flaws and weaknesses. And that's what happens with Incineroar. Incineroar is not good. Incineroar is not even like Incineroar is. He's mid tier because he has decent enough tools, but he's nowhere like he's not any better than that. Yet I've seen some people put him like ridiculously high and stuff. Fear factor is one thing, but it's another to just straight up not even care to play the matchup correctly. SkyJ is good, but at the same time, people don't play correctly against him. Like people play. They just play like anytime I see not SkyJ, anytime I see anybody play Incineroar, because it's not just SkyJ, guys. I see this in my region with Sharpie, Mystic Soul, that one Incineroar. I forgot what region they were from, but they were also doing really good with Incineroar. Anytime I see an Incineroar beat good players, or most people in general, right? But particularly good players, they are winning off of people playing the matchup really, really poorly. And when I say they're playing the matchup poorly, I mean, first of all, they're jumping from a range in which Incineroar can't physically do anything. And so they get caught by side B, for example. They don't know how to deal with side B. Another thing that I see a lot is wait. Ooh, let's go. Another thing I see a lot is they will. Damn. They'll get hit by neutral B. Like, they get hit by neutral B on shield. Oh man. But neutral B on shield. And then they will. The connection got bad. What the hell? And then they'll get hit by like hit 3, hit 2, whatever the fuck. Or they'll get their shield broken too. And I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, that's not real. Side B, neutral B on shield is not real. Side B is not necessarily real. It's only real if you try to challenge it directly and you don't know how to beat it. Yeah. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that go into like Incineroar winning. Obviously, I think the players are amazing because they're, again, like they're character specialists, and that's the thing about it. This fucking connection. Yeah. I don't know, man. Also, I'm in the R now, so if you want to play with you soon. But yeah, like, they're character specialists, so of course they have to be good to a certain degree. And they're gonna thrive off of you not knowing what the fuck they're doing. Oh man, can't react in this. What? Pretty sure that was a misinput. Okay. We were grinding yesterday with AK using the mod. Nice. I'm dead. Oh, you're not going you're not home? Where are you at though? Like, is it where are you located? East Coast, West Coast? But yeah, like that's the thing about, you know, gimmicky characters, characters that people think are good but aren't really. Incineroar is one of those, for sure. You're in Kentucky? We can try playing.
Easy.
Spargo died at like 0-4 times. Yeah, Spargo definitely. It's not that he doesn't know the matchup, but he went for some crazy shit. Or he got hit by things that were relatively easy to avoid, that you wouldn't really expect a Spargo to get hit by. That being said, again, like, Incineroar is a weird character. SkyJ is the only one who plays him like that, at least that is accessible. So if you're not ready for those things, you're gonna get hit by them until you realize, oh shit, this could have been avoided. What does Light do well against you, as I've seen as Fox? I think he just overwhelms me really well. And he would attack me a lot whenever I would try to disengage, which not many people do. That's also just Fox being fucking broken, but I mean, he can do it, so yeah, like, that's about it. I don't think most of the things he did now, I mean then, that worked, would work again now though. Because I specifically practiced to counter those things. What the fuck happened to the connection? Bro. You know what? Oh my god. Let's do one more. Because what the hell? What are your top 10 players in the world? That's a good question. I try to back at that. What? Yeah, no, this is aggravating. Top 10 players in the world: Leo, Spargo, Akola, Light, Tweak, Riddles, me. Oh, you're dead. Yeah. I don't think Gluto's top 10 right now. Like, he's obviously really good, and he's top 10 potential. But right now, I don't think he's top 10. Or I don't know. There's too many, like, thing is, if we count Japan too, which obviously you have to because they're really good, I don't think he's top 10. Like, if you count Proto, for example, I think Proto's above him. Shuton, I think, is above him as well. I think Gluto's, like, that was good, 12th right now. or something. Karama's top 15, but I don't think he's top 10. At least not right now. There's too many good players though. Like it's hard to say who's top 10, who's not for sure. I'm mostly going off of consistency. Man. Riddles, I did say Riddles, yeah. Riddles is top 10. I think Sparkle's the best player. Probably. I think there's no clear best player right now. But Sparkle's up there for sure. I missed? Yeah, no, like, this is pain. This is painful, man. What about Cola? Cola is like top 15, top 20.
Gotta try harder.
Alright, GG's, Gale. We're watching the soon-to-be best player right now, W Meat Ride. Hey, you're not wrong, man. I'm definitely gonna work towards that. I'm pretty sure he's back to Cola. Is he? What happened to the Ned? Yeah, I don't know either. Let's call it there, though. If Gluto manages to find a solution against you in riddles, then he will be top 10 very largely, IMO. Are you French? Just curious. Like, I think so too, but I think both Riddles and I mean, obviously, Gluto's also a very hardworking player, but I think Riddles and I are both really good. And I'm not saying he's not going to find a solution ever, because obviously he could very well find a solution to both of us. But I think that at the same time, as long as Riddles and I stay on top of our game, I think it'll be really hard. Especially with the characters we play. Like, our characters naturally counter Gluto. Like, they counter Gluto's characters as well as his general playstyle. Riddles feels like he was a prodigy because of how he plays. What does that mean? Top 10 is Spargo, Aquila, Tweak, Leo, Light, Riddles, Sonix, Proto, Mutes, and T. Riddles even admitted that you're the better player compared to him. I think we're both really good. Like, I don't think it really matters. I apologize for my little sister crying in the background. Oh, you can't hear her. Never mind. But I was gonna say that I think with the thing about the top 10 right now. The thing about the top 10 right now is host. I'll host after this. Yeah, like about the top 10 right now is anybody in the top 10 and anybody that's a top 10 you can hear. My bad. She's annoying, man. She's single. She's also 5 years old. You're going to jail, bro. But yeah, like the top 10. Holy shit, man. The top 10 can win a tournament. It just depends on the day.
3, 2, 1, go!
Like they're all major winners, contenders, or major winners, period. Oh shit. I mean, yeah, you heard her crying. Like, how old did you think she was gonna be? 30? But yeah, like I don't think there's a necessary like, oh, this player like if the top 10 were to go to the same tournament, which I think Battle of BC is gonna be that, I don't think you can outright say, oh, this player's gonna win the tournament. Except for me, no, I'm just kidding. But real talk, real talk, I don't think you can just outright say, oh, this player's going to this tournament, they're gonna win free. Especially since, and I think the reason why who the best player right in the world right now is so hard to decide right now is because there's also, not only is there no single like completely dominant player at the moment, but also everybody in the top 10 has taken sets off each other, and like there's some people that are positive on others, like, or they're even, like for example, I'm even with Leo right now. In games and sets. Am I even with Spargo? Spargo's up 2-1. I'm positive on Gluto. Even with Riddles, at least this season. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no really like outright like, oh, okay, this player, like, oh, this player's gonna face X player who has never beaten him before, so it's free. No, like, everybody has beaten everybody at this point. That was close. What I love about competitive Smash is it's not a clear-cut answer. That'll be boring. Would that be boring though? Is it gonna be boring when it's me? And the clear answer is me? Are you gonna be like, oh man, Sonix is gonna win again? It's boring. Has Light beat Leo? I don't think so. That is true, you're right. There's like a few exceptions. Like I haven't beaten Light. But he's also the only one I haven't beaten. So if he's out of bracket, you know, like if we're going off of stats, if he's out of bracket, then I'm favored to win. But at the same time, I'm gonna beat him next time, so. It's about fixing that mentality, which I've already been doing enough. Yeah. My second with Light is 4-0. Yeah. Something like that. The last few sets with Light were close. Because I learned the matchup. Like, it's just a matter of, it's literally, I'm always winning, right? My mentality just shifts. My mentality literally just shifts because I get close. So in my head, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm close. Let me, like, I'm like, okay, one more. But getting in that mentality of like, oh, okay, one more is bad. Because it put, and not only does it put unnecessary pressure on me, but it also, it makes me lose focus on what the game plan is, because I started thinking, okay, one more, so I start playing like, okay, one more, and then I end up making decisions that indicate desperation. So yeah, like, it's literally a mentality issue. I've already been working towards it. I don't think the next time I play Light, he's gonna beat me. Other than you and Pelly, are there any other really good Sonic players? Ken is good, really good. Tai K, Wrath. Just a few. How comfortable are you against Riddles now? Pretty comfortable. I think I'm just comfortable against anyone right now. I'm sure he feels a similar way though. But like, my understanding of the game has elevated recently. And I don't know if it's because of playing Melee, but like, I have clear-cut answers for most scenarios in the game. And yeah, like, before, and by before I mean like back in the day, about a year ago, it was not like that. My set record against Tweak is 2-1 in my favor. 2-1? Yeah, it's 2-1. Played at CEO. We played at Smash Bros. Tour, I won. We played at CEO, I won. He won at Momocon. Yeah, it's 2-1. Who am I playing in Melee? Falcon. What's the biggest thing you've learned from you doing Metafy? Also, damn, wait, Zerx. My bad, yeah, this is Adventure Sonic, yeah. But, the biggest thing that I've learned from doing Metafy, yes, they've taught me things. They've taught me that... I don't want to say... Have they taught me... They've taught me, like, to be a little more... Not complacent, but objective with progress. Like, I'll have people tell me, like, you know, come up to me and want to be coached and stuff. And I coach them into getting really good results. Like, they'll message me and be like, hey, like, I just want to let you know that after our session, I've been playing really good. And I've been playing really good. And I got top 8 of this tournament. I beat, like, my bracket even, whatever. And it makes me think, like, damn, you know, like, they didn't necessarily win the event, but they're doing really good. They're happy about it. They're proud of themselves. They're being grateful about their progress, which is something I feel like it's easy to get lost on, because for me, it's easy to like look at, oh, I lost, so losing bad, so I didn't do good, whatever. Versus when I'm being more objective, like I can look at the things, right? The scenarios more objectively and be like, okay, you know, I didn't win, but on the other hand, this happened. Like, for example, at Collision, it was very easy for me to just like be sad and be like, damn, you know, I had it, but I fucked up last minute, like I got to my own head, blah blah, all these things. But then if you look at like the positives, I think like looking at the positives is a better way to phrase it. But if you look at the positives, like Collision, I made top 8 winners, only dropping 1 game, I believe. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I only dropped 1 game. Which was also a very like a game that I could have won, and I just like dropped certain things. So it really like puts you into perspective, like, you know, damn. Especially coming from being a player that was known for, like, you know, I was known for my losers run, like, oh man, you know, Sonix is a losers, okay, he's gonna do better now in losers. Like, I would get top 8, sure, but I would do it through losers for the most part, at least. And yeah, like, you know, that wasn't the case there. I also, like, I beat Apollo Kage, who beat me last time we played. So I think that's one of the biggest things they've taught me. Apart from that, they've also taught me kind of like, they've just taught me repetition, because obviously as I'm teaching them, I get reminded, or I remind myself, like, okay, you know, this is what I need to do, or whenever this happens, do this, do that, whatever. Like, it's just it's like a repetition thing. Oh my god. What do you think is your greatest strength as a player? That's a good question. I think my greatest strength is my advantage. Oh man. My advantage, yeah. How much does a Metafy lessons cost? It costs... There's 4 different packages. So there's... It depends on which one you get. The first one is worth, I think, $25. It's 30 minutes long. Second one is worth $40, and it's an hour. And the third one is a first to 10, worth $50. When am I gonna come farm SoCal? SoCal is expensive as fuck, so it'll have to be... That's weird. It'll have to be when there's a tournament there, and like maybe I'll stay for a couple more days. But prior to 2023, you made top 8 winners at least only 2 times exactly. And this year, even in this year, like at Let's Make Big Moves, I made it through losers. But then Genesis happened. That was winners. Genesis happened. Those winners. Level Up winners. Collision winners. I remember there are people who say that once you know Sonic actually you can lose against him because it can only be played in one way. I'm glad you managed to show the opposite. Yeah, I think that's like my biggest strength is adaptability. Like I adapt pretty quickly. And also just like problem solving. Like if I, but I mean that also comes with adaptability, I guess. But like if I, for example, if my opponent like blocks a string, and I know, like I just know what the alternative to that situation is, and how exactly I can like make it work. No. I'm... Damn, the connection is bad again. Maybe it's me. But yeah, that's true. I remember too. I remember when people would be like, yo, Sonic is bad, just learn the matchup. Spin dash, just shield spin dash, learn how to deal with spin dash or whatever. Do I pursue Smash full time or do we have stuff outside? I have stuff. I mean, I'm still a student studying, so there's that. So yeah, like it's not. I guess it's full time in the sense of like this is my job, I guess. But I mean, I'm still a student, so. After that, like after I graduate, I'm gonna have more avenues available. Yeah, I'm in college, yeah. I do online though a lot, so like yeah, that helps a lot because being in person, I mean I did start off doing in person, but it was hard to balance both. And then when my major is management, business management, with a focus on entertainment. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, like when I was taking in person and trying to, you know, balance out the two, it was really hard. Homework during tournament, yeah. Is the stream laggy, by the way? Let me know. My biggest weakness? Huh. Who typed this? Is this Gluto? Gluto's strongest soldier. You good at that? You already managed to be hypersonic. That's sick. It's fine. Okay, okay. It's just a connection. Yeah. So Frog, I think I'm gonna have to leave it there, man. After this. But yeah. Man. My biggest weakness, though, I think it's like it's definitely my mentality right now, and also my not my mentality per se, but my thought process sometimes can get like thrown off very easily. Obviously, again, like I'm already working towards that. It hasn't happened nearly as often as it used to, but it, you know, like when it does, like you just know, that it happened. You know that my game plan is gonna go to waste. You just know. But yeah, like sometimes I'll overthink little things too much. Like one minor inconvenience happens in game, of course, and then I'll be like, oh man, you know, this shit, like this happened, so I'm just not gonna go for this option ever again. when you were done with college and you put even more hours for Smash. I mean, I can already put enough hours. Like, luckily, I'm good with school. Like, I know how to get things done quick and get them done right. So I don't really have a problem with like time management in that sense. I can play as long as I want. Thing is, it's not that healthy. Like, I know you guys may think, oh, but if you put in more practice, then you're gonna be way better. Yes and no. Sometimes you need to, like, burnout is real. Sometimes you need to like take a step back and not play. I think it's a pretty common issue though. Is it? My favorite Sonic skin? Probably the Jet Set Radio skin. There you go. When the educational vid's coming? Soon. Soon.
Gotta try harder.
But yeah, like, I can't just play all the time. Yeah, I don't know either, Frog. It's weird. It's all good. But, yeah, like, I've tried, but, it's not that easy. My Sonic deconstructed. I could do that, but I feel like it could take a while. Aside from that, it's also, I need to figure out how I would do it, because I can't just say, oh, I'm gonna do this and just like freestyle it. Favorite Sonic song? I like Live and Learn a lot. Vandalize. Since I think Sonic's a pretty character to get trapped into playing on autopilot without actually knowing you're doing because of over-reliance. Yeah, that's true. Educational content is a lot of work. I mean, I can just get it and like edit it, but it would be a lot of work editing it. So that on one end, and also it's I wouldn't know where to start. I also think that educational work is kind of oversaturated in the market. And I know obviously it's not with Sonic, but yeah, like it's a little oversaturated right now. I'm still trying to find my footing in terms of content. Like, I'm trying to figure out what I can do that hasn't already been done. I think that's the hardest part. Especially in a community like Smash where, like, you know, everybody wants to be a content creator. I can definitely make a Sonic guide though. You're gonna do VOD reviews of pro players again? I liked when you did it last time with Ken. I can do that soon. Yeah, it's a great idea. Oh, this connection's kind of iffy too. Try the Iron Man. I mean, I will at one point, but again, like, that's everybody's done that at some point. Whoa. Whoa, I can't move. Your stream seems fine. Still might be you though. It could still be me. But at the same time, it'd be weird if it was, because like my stream, like, I'm not wired. My computer, my laptop's not wired, and it's fine, right? My Switch is wired, So it wouldn't make any sense for it to be worse. Do I think Sonic's moves need a rework? Nah, Iron Man's are kind of boring. I've personally never liked them. Like I've had people tell me like, oh yo, like check out like this player did the Iron Man challenge, blah blah, and I've never been like, oh let me watch it. I've never really found the appeal on it. But I mean, if people like it, more power to them. But yeah, I don't think Sonic's moves need a rework. I think they're fine just the way they are. The only thing I changed about them is I'd give them more personality, like more personality by making them more expressive. But I think they're fine. Yeah. Gotta head out. Alright, peace Gale, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, they're really good. The sound effects. If Sonic had more personality, I feel like people wouldn't mind him so much. You'd be surprised. He had personality in Brawl and people still hated him. Even though he was sucked. Actually, I'm not that sure. I don't know to what extent the hate got in Brawl. Or you're leaving. They were sound by Scythe. This connection is worse than the one we had, Frog, though. So, like, I don't know. I don't think it's me. It could. But I don't think so. We're gonna try again, though, after this. Let's see. Bro, just die. Oh, I try to get... Damn. I think the personality switch was meant to reflect Sonic's change. True. True. And I think they did a good job at that. I think Modern Sonic just sucks. Honestly. I've never been a fan. Like, maybe it's the nostalgia in me speaking, but I don't think it's good. I don't know. It's just bland. They did a good job with Frontiers, though. Like, it's not that bland in Frontiers. Dude. Can't believe it. This connection. There we go. What Dominican foods do you recommend? Rice with beans and meat. Also, mango, pretty good with salami. People talk about how I love Sonic's moves. And Ultimate are just ball, but it's the same piano, but nobody cares. It's because he's more expressive, he has more personality, he is people see him as less campy, but that's just the game too. Like, I don't think there's a single campy character in PM. Everybody has their like rushdown stuff, but at the same time, like, think about this. In a game where very few characters are like full rushdown, if Sonic, who's already the fastest character in the game with the best movement in the game, which he always has to be and he always will be, because like there's no way for Sonic to be that character, right? There's no way for a fast character to be bad in a fighting game ever. So yeah, it might be me, man. It's crazy. I'm gonna like restart or something. But yeah, like, with that being said, if the fastest character in the game, who can like already control the pace of the game because he's just fast, and he will always be able to control the pace because he's fast. If the fastest character in the game can also be in your face and rush you down, that's fucked up. Sonic's the only character who has had something changed in every game. Oh, really? I think the simple answer is that Sega limits how creative Sakurai and the team can get with Sonic. It's not even that, it's just like you gotta think about this from a balancing perspective. How could you possibly balance the fastest character in the game? Like, how could you possibly balance the fastest character in the game if you also give him really fast moves, save moves? Like, you either make him really fucking bad to the point where he only wins by timeout, which that was Brawl, by the way. But even then, he was not bad. He was bad for different reasons. Exactly, like frame data. So you make him really fucking bad, but then what happens if you make the fastest character in the game if you make the fastest character in the game have really bad frame data, then you're only promoting more camping. Like, people already complain about timeouts. If Sonic was worse, if Sonic's moveset was worse, he would legitimately only win through timeouts. And again, like, that was Brawl. And it's not because the moveset wasn't necessarily bad, but because like the game's mechanics made it so that the moveset wouldn't work. But yeah, like making him lighter. He's already lighter. Exactly, like that's literally the only way. You make him lighter. Like, I think Sonic is perfectly balanced in this game. Yeah, he does have some good stuff. Like, his recovery is really good. You know what? But you know what I mean. Like, in terms of play style, then yeah, if he had bad frame data, would he be good at getting the lead in the first place? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because he's still the fastest character in the game. He has the fastest movement, the best movement. No character can keep up with him. He can still bait opponents into making bad decisions, and one good hit is all he needs. Like, he's still gonna have the same movement, which is all he needs in order to camp people out. Let me reset my Switch. Do you think Sonic needs star recovery? Unironically, he does. To be fair, his recovery is not even good because, like, oh, his recovery is just fucking broken. His recovery is good because of the game's mechanics, such as directional air dodge. Let me reset real quick. Just make him slower like Ganon. Nerf his recovery. But then it wouldn't make any sense because Spring legitimately works like that in Sonic games. Like, it's not like, the thing is, it's not like Sonic is an anomaly where they made it so that he's just completely outlandish to his games. Like, no, imagine if Sonic can attack in free fall again. Like, Sonic can move in free fall in his game. So if you make it like that in this game, then it wouldn't be true to his games. You see what I'm getting? Like, anybody who says, oh, this is poor design, this is bad, they could just do this, they haven't played a Sonic game, or they haven't thought it through, because he is the way he is because of the way he is in his game. So, like, if anything, just blame Sega or something. A lot of the time, I feel like I recover when I shouldn't. Why shouldn't you? It's the way it is. Like, why shouldn't you recover? The recovery's made like that. If you want to play Sonic without being able to attack out of up B, play that Akanea melee build. His up B feels terrible. It looks terrible. I'm never touching that shit.
Elite Smash.
Like, his design is cool. The model, the model in Melee is pretty cool, but I was looking at gameplay and I'm like, no. Yeah, like legit, all you have to do is make Sonic more expressive. That's it. I think a subtle thing Sonic has that not many people talk about is how he does the same jump sound when he jumps in this game as he does in like the Genesis games. Does Sonic even have ways of killing off the top if you can attack out of B? Yeah, no, he doesn't. I mean, up smash, I guess. Sonic shouldn't have a top 5 guard game. Again, why? Why? Why shouldn't he? Like, who are you to say what he should and shouldn't have? Why shouldn't the fastest character in the game with the best movement... Actually, don't even think about Smash. Don't even think about Smash. Let's think about Sonic as a franchise. Why shouldn't one of the flashiest, cockiest characters throughout video game history not have a good edge guarding game? A good free flow, a good freestyling edge guarding game. Why? Because other fast brawler characters don't? It doesn't matter. They're not Sonic. Who cares? It does not matter. It does not matter. They're not Sonic. Sonic is known for being flashy, for being cocky, for having no weaknesses. Sonic is known for having no weaknesses. Besides him being too cocky. So I think that him being the way he is perfect, because even the players are going to be cocky with him. Like, what's the downfall of Sonic in his games? And the movies, everything. It's him getting cocky. Yeah, also, are these other characters... Are these other fast brawler characters that can't edge guard in the room with us right now? Pikachu's not a broken character, and what's wrong with broken characters? Like, you can't possibly have a game where nobody's broken. Like, that's unrealistic. Especially if you're making a game like Smash, where characters have a backstory. Like, characters are based off of iterations, like storyline, you know what I mean, like lore. Like Sonic, canonically, it's just like that. Wait, hold on, let me fix. Yeah, let's do 4. But yeah, like Sonic is like that. Sonic is that guy, exactly. He can't recover for free. He does have mix-ups, but if you call him out, he's fucking dead. That's a dead hedgehog. And also, you guys may think, oh well, then Sonic has no mix-ups. I mean, Sonic has no weaknesses. And the thing is, he does. They're just not your like, what's the word? He does have weaknesses on paper, but his strengths overshadow his weaknesses. Like, technically speaking, Sonic being floaty is a weakness, right? Because if you see him jump, most of the time that's going to be a free hit. But then he also has mix-ups, like homing attack to stall him in the air and stuff. But again, like there's counters that you can just hit him. You know what I mean? Like, there's a counter to everything. Yeah. You think Sonic gets countered by Aegis? No. Sonic's general game plan gets countered by Aegis, but Sonic as a character, no. Yeah, Game Watch's recovery is way better, and you could argue that he doesn't need it, like, or that it makes no sense for his recovery to be like that because it's fucking Game Watch, like, fuck. Probably more than any other character. Yeah. And again, like, that's how it is, man. He needs it, exactly. He needs it. Who's gonna side B? Okay. Thoughts on Gluto finally winning against Pele? Use bike to counter invincibility on spin dash. I think that's a gimmick. Like, there's a lot of different ways Sonic can beat that with spin dash itself. I think that's a gimmick, and like, if he tries it against me, it's not gonna work. Pele also threw game, I think it was game 2. I think Pele winning game 2, especially with a timeout, would have changed things drastically. Like, it would have changed the result drastically. But I guess we'll never know. Put it back here at that. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sonic is not the only one. Yeah, exactly. Sonic is not the only one.
Easy.
Mentally, it was hard. As long as you're still beating Gluto, I'm happy. Yeah. Like, I think Pele had that. What about Sonic Sledge Hank, though? He's a hedgehog. Keep in mind I'm indifferent. he needs it, man. Need to time my uppers better there. I'm gonna stop doing that. I think that's good. What? Yeah. The Collider's Gluto? No. What? At least Sonic isn't like Kazuya though, because that character has 1,000 things he just does not need. Sonic glitching is fine. Yeah, it's perfectly fine, man. What do you mean? This game doesn't need everyone to have universal options of hitting down on universal block buttons or mechanics. That's how you end up with heavy 3-frame jump squads. Yeah. Exactly. Like this game doesn't really have to be like he's already dead. Hey, I wanted the style points. But yeah, like this that's what makes Smash so special. It's the different characters portraying their different abilities in game. Whether they're broken or not, that's a different story, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, yeah, sure, Sonic has some good options. I love that combo. Been using that a lot more. Just like extending the ledge slip. You're dead. Extending the spin charge hitbox. Imagine if that worked. Oh, okay. No. Okay. That's unfortunate. Sonic's the only character to get a huge speed buff flying downhill too. Yeah, that's very characteristic of his own game. That still hit me? Sword is big, man. Song? I got you. What? Turn around. Okay. You're dead. End of the summer from Sonic Runners. If Smash was really accurate, Sonic will have a hitbox on his jump. He should. He should. Yeah, that's for real, yeah. Pretty sure that's been a thing since Brawl. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's been a thing since Brawl. It's so funny. Playing Adventure, not Adventure, what was this? I think it was Adventure, huh? What was it called? That one 3DS mode? Was it Adventure? Adventure mode? Playing that was so funny. With Sonic. Air dodge. I want to do something cool with the tech. No. Okay. Do you know how to do the animation glitch on ledge? Oh, I haven't practiced it. Should've just back aired that. Nope. Let's go. I'm using my 3DS and Smash controller and Wii U. That's crazy. I could never. I tried it once. I was like, nope. Oh man, I didn't get the correct hitbox. Damn. Smash run. Yeah, it was smash run. Yeah. Yeah, I need to practice that. I need to just hit Cloud directly, honestly. Yeah. When should you use side B and when should you use down B? You want to use side B defensively. You want to like counter hit your opponent. You want to use down B to whiff punish. Or offensively. You can like, you can use both for the same concepts, but it takes a little longer to understand that. Do you still practice with Tweak? I haven't played Tweak in a minute, now that you mention it. Yeah, I haven't played Tweak in a minute. Oh man. Whoa. Got stuttery. There you go. Was last time you played DK? It's been forever. Wish you did more long streams like this. I might. Why connection get? Okay, it's good now, but for a moment it was shitty. Nope. Oh my god. Do I still play guitar? It's been... I tried playing the other day, but I forgot most of the songs I knew. The reason why I haven't been playing as much is because it was really dusty. I don't dust it though, so I can play now, but... Yeah. I want to play again though. I really don't understand the spike hitbox. It's basically like at the beginning. How did I miss? Guitar stream? I can do that. I can do that with like maybe a sub goal.
Piece of cake.
Same for me, my guitars need some maintenance. Dude, guitar maintenance? Like people overestimate how much maintenance guitars need. Guitar and you sing at the same time? Maybe. Maybe. But yeah. What songs can I play on it? Pretty much anything Bruno Mars. I can play anything Justin Bieber, anything Shawn Mendes, Ed Sheeran. Those are like the people I used to know some John Mayer songs, but it's been a minute. I can play Hotel California. I can play Daniel Caesar. I can play what else? Hey Soul Sister, I'm Yours. I can play some Queen songs. El Manicero. Who's that? No Sonic songs? I actually haven't gone to learning any Sonic songs. Most of the Sonic songs aren't really, or weren't at the time where I learned the songs that I mentioned. They weren't available, like, they didn't have a tutorial video on YouTube. I imagine the RC as fucking maintenance is a nightmare. It is. It is, dude. It really is. Like, even just giving your room maintenance is a nightmare. This is by playing Bruno Mars and he stole the heart of his girlfriend. Kinda. Guitar Riz. W Guitar Riz. Guitar Wrist. Guitar Wrist. Yo, that just gave me a good idea with this. Guitar Wrist. But, yeah. What other songs do I know? I know some, like, classics. And by classics, I mean songs that, like, really popped off. Wonderwall, yeah, of course. Oh, I know some The Beatles songs. Like I know Here Comes the Sun. I know Hey Jude. There's another one that I used to know, but I'm trying to remember. There's a lot of Sonic tabs out there nowadays, fortunately. Oh, really? I figured. That makes sense. I'll definitely learn some. What else? I'm trying to remember, but it's been so long. Do I have a pet in VR? I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. I miss Stevie. can never let jump on this side. Damn. Okay, I lied. LaQuisha's so heavy. But LaQuisha, I mean me gunner. So heavy. Do I have a... But yeah, I don't have a pet in the R. I mean, I guess the closest is... I have fish. I don't really count those. For obvious reasons. But yeah, I don't think fish count, by the way. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know some people do count fish as pets. W2 hate troubles. But yeah, like, are there wild lizards at home or what? I personally don't have any. Don't count them as pets. Name of fishes, dude, they don't have any names. That's what I'm saying. See what I mean? Like, I don't count them. They're there. In DR? When you say wild, what do you mean wild? Because there's definitely like domestic. Not domestic, but like we get lizards at home, bro. Would you have a pet dragon? If they existed? Sure. I think that's like a good frame trap. Honestly, I'm gonna start doing that more. Let me see something. I'm not telling him to mash jump. Komodo dragon? Oh yeah, those, huh? The lagartos that show up on the walls, I guess they mean. Yeah, they show up. Yeah, we have a few. Haven't seen one in a minute though, but they exist. Let me see. Okay, so if I tell him to jump, right? Let me... No. Back air, bro. I guess I forgot how to back air. Are they jumping? Okay. My god. Okay, this is something that I'm definitely gonna have to practice, but I think it's worth it because look at this. Let's look at this real quick. If they air dodge instead. Let's try again. If they air dodge, then it just sets them up for a frame trap. That was true. But yeah, like, gonna have to practice that more. Come on, man, air dodge. What are you doing? I need to get the new update for this mod pack. We'll call them Tukekes in my home country. How do you pronounce that? Did I pronounce it right? Can you catch them if they directional air dodge away? Absolutely. Missed that. I do it with the up throw up air into another up air. If they jump, they get hit by the up air. If they air dodge, they get hit by my nair into up air back air. That can also work, yeah. But that's mostly like higher percents. I think the reason why I think back air is better here is because you're pushing them off, like you're potentially pushing them off stage. Do you think fighting against low line bots is a good way of practicing? No. When is it true? There we go. Damn. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah, like it's a solid 30% something. That was true? You can also just forward air them too. But I think back air is obviously better, especially if you catch their jump. If you catch their jump, they might be lined up for another back air. It's something I need to practice a little more. There was a point where I genuinely practiced this, but it's been a minute. I never really used it like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Do you agree with that? What everyone says about Sonix not losing any matchups? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't think so. But I also don't think that most top tiers lose any matchups, which people aren't really aware of. Or thing is about this game, maybe just the way my mentality works and the way I was like, I got better at the game. But I've never been one like I know people have been really quick to like blame their characters when it comes to losing. Like, oh, I lose to this player, therefore this matchup must suck. You know? I've never been one to do that. I've always been, damn, I don't know this matchup, I don't know this matchup, I'm gonna learn the matchup. I'm gonna learn the matchup, I'm gonna improve, I'm gonna work on my weaknesses as a player, and I'm gonna learn how to beat this player. But I've never been one to be like, oh man, I lose, this matchup sucks. Like I know there's always something better I could be doing with my play, hence why I'm never like one to be like, oh man, this matchup sucks, this is that, this or that, whatever. And I think if more people were like that, it would be generally agreed upon that a lot of other characters don't lose any matchups. Like, I don't think Pikachu loses any matchups. I know people say Game & Watch. Maybe. Maybe Game & Watch is actually losing. But I don't know. I've seen Shiny Mark do really good against, like, Meister and come really close to beating him offline. So I don't know if I would call that, like, a bad matchup. Like, here's the thing. Everything has, like, an answer in this game. I've already said this before on Twitter and stuff. But everything has an answer. Now, what matters is how strong of an answer that is. For example, in the Sonic Peach matchup, man, I think that Sonic wins, obviously. It's only because Peach winning requires a certain win condition that is with, I don't even know, man. Like, the more I think about it, the more I genuinely think that most characters, like most top tiers at least, don't really lose matchups. People just don't play to their win conditions enough. Like, for example, you could argue that Sonic beats Peach, but then I could also say, like, oh, why does he beat Peach? And then you probably say, or people would probably say, oh, he beats Peach because he's just faster, he can avoid, he can like spin dash through everything. And then to that I can say, okay, but what if, like, if he's spin dashing, then why aren't you holding center? Why aren't you holding center, and then why aren't you taking your chances when you do get a hit? Like, think about Peach Sonic. Sonic is gonna hit harder than Peach in a matchup. I mean, Peach is gonna hit harder than Sonic in a matchup because Peach, especially if it's like a combo heavy Peach or a Peach that's really good with combos, like you're gonna get hit once, you're gonna take 50. Like it's happened to me with Ling, a bunch of other people too. Good Peaches, even my own girlfriend has done this where she's like, she'll hit me once and I'll take 50 if I mess up. And if she messes up, like if Peach messes up, she's not gonna take much because her disadvantage, like she's very floaty. She can skip certain parts of like disadvantage, at least in this matchup. And while it is true that yes, Sonic can chase her up there, his disjoints aren't broken enough to where he can like chase her and then trap her, kind of like how Cloud does. So yeah, like I don't know. I don't think matchups really matter at top level, at least not just at top level. If you're trying to get good at the game, period, you shouldn't care about matchups. You should just care about your own improvement and how you can reduce the probabilities of being in bad situations while also turning those bad situations in your favor. Figuring out which options work best. Just be better, yeah. Literally. Mito is undefeated versus Fargo. Yeah, that's one good example. Like I'm pretty sure it's crazy because I remember Mute would say like, oh, Cloud is actually like a bad matchup or this. Even Samsora would complain about the matchup. And then Mute just does that, and now Mute thinks that the matchup is not that bad. So I think it's a matter of getting better, really. That's all it comes down to. Like that's really all it comes down to. Long don't really get good, basically. Just checked in. Yep, Meat is up 3-0. That's crazy. See, like matchups don't really matter. Like, I'm telling you, Cloud has literally, on paper and on theory, all the tools to beat Peach. But you just gotta, if you play to your win conditions enough, which is like, you know, Cloud, Gimp, and Cloud. If you play to Gimp, Cloud, and play around, like, thing people don't do enough. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm just reiterating on this, but people don't play to their win conditions enough. Like, if you know, for example, that Cloud sucks at recovering, just play to that. Play to recover, like to beat his recovery. Play to what's up, Jeff? Play to turn every situation into an edge guarding situation. How do you do that? You make sure that every combo you get, every hit you get, sends him horizontally. So that's one thing. Another thing, you can play near the ledge, because if you grab him by the ledge, you can toss him off stage a lot easier. You know, so it's kind of like knowing these things that are gonna make the difference. For example, for Sonic, there's nothing you can do. Sonic is inevitable. Just accept defeat, and you'll be happier with your life. Two, 1, 3, 2, and 3, 2 in that order. Yeah, that makes sense. You want to see something crazy? Watch HBox's stream. What's going on right now? Oh, it's the fresh cut. How do you get the CPU to recover low? They just do. This is the training mod though, so I don't know if you have the training mod, but if you have the training mod, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna do that by default. But yeah. Have I ever made a full tier list? I have, yes. It's on Twitter.
Step into the ring.
Can I play the guitar? Not right now. It's like really dusty. Remember when you deleted your tier list? Yeah, I do. I do remember. Dark times. But yeah. In short, there's always a solution to everything in this game. What matters is how hard you commit to it, and how you adapt, how you counter adapt to your opponent adapting to the solution. That's it. And now, obviously, some solutions may be stronger than others because they might have lower risk, higher reward. But that just means you gotta find ways to put your opponent in a situation that favor you more often. It's a little stuttery. Any tips playing against Samus? Don't be really scared of her aerials, at least not on shield, because they're all negative. Like you should be able to punish them. What else? Once you hit Samus, that's like your cue to just keep hitting her because her disadvantage is really bad. Bomb in neutral is a gimmick. Just follow where Samus is going and you should hit her just fine. Bomb at ledge is a gimmick because it's negative on hit until 130%. So as long as you're... yeah. As long as you're mashing something before the hitbox becomes active, you should win the interaction. Like, you should avoid the ledge trap altogether. Oh my god, that recovery is insane. Thought he was dead. Yeah, it's negative on hit till 130. That's why sometimes, like, you'll see people, look at anybody winning a Samus set, and you'll see that they don't get ledge trapped once, and it's because of that. They get hit by bomb at ledge, and then they immediately mash. Like, obviously, your best bet is to just avoid the situation altogether, right? Like, just don't be there. You're better off just like trying to jump. And then what's gonna happen is Samus players are gonna try to cover your jumps preemptively with fair. But in doing so, they're no longer threatening you with ledge traps. So now you can just go to ledge. So see what I mean? That's what I mean by like problem solving that any character can do. Bruh, he really mashed. But yeah. That's pretty much it. Like that's what you do. That's how you do it. So yeah. Thanks, Comets. Like, you gotta remember that in this game, and not in this game, it pretty much goes for every fighting game, but at least most, right? You can't possibly cover 2 game plans at a time, or 2, like, you can cover 2 options, or potentially cover 2 options, but there's usually more to that than just like, oh, I'm covering 2 options. So like for Samus, it's either or. They're either covering ledge with a bomb, or they're covering you, recovering quickly by doing something preemptively. So just figure out which one they're not covering, and focus on that. Like, do that, pick that option. I'm gonna stop doing dash back, spin dash instead. He's gonna keep mashing his brains out. No. No. That was fully charged. Really? What the fuck? Still up smashed. Alright. Next time I'm just gonna up smash that. See? Hey. ¿Qué ya qué? Ah, voy, está bien. What was that? Carter speaks in Smash. It's Goku's voice actor? Really? It's neat. Something that would hit me. They've just done something. Man. Okay. Wow. Hey! Ya yo voy. Oh, they're bothering me, bro. My favorite Pokemon, don't say Eevee. It's not Eevee. Favorite Pokemon is... honestly... I like... it's just because I used to... That's my first Pokemon ever. Chikorita. I read that too. Okay. Nope. Okay, I guess. Oh yeah, we exist. What the hell? It's not even... yeah. Hispanic American Boss Games top 10 things hardest. I'm saying. Nope. What? Have they ever seen my tournament bots? Yeah, they have. Wake up. No. Yeah, we live in no aura, so basically weak. Can you time it right? Or... could have up smashed that. I gotta go. Sucks, but I'll probably be later. Be on later. I'm tired anyways. I need to eat too. So yeah, it's gonna be it for now. Thank you guys for stopping by, as usual. And peace. Take care.